good morning everyone and good afternoon naman kung sa hapon na ito napanood. Today, we will be discussing about Plato. So, Plato's philosophy focuses on the idea that true reality exists beyond what we see and experience in physical world. So, yung ating nakikita ay hindi ang tunay na realidad, kundi anino lamang ito ng isang perfect na forms or ito yung mga anyo o idea. Ito ay ang perfectong esensya ng lahat ng bagay. Halimbawa yung kagandahan, katarungan o yung ito tulad nito. Perfect ba ito sa inyo? Diba hindi? Kasi alam nating lahat na may mas perfect pang forms ang circle. And so ayun, one of these key ideas is ito yung theory of forms. Theory of forms explains that everything in the physical world or phenomena is just a copy of perfect and unchanging idea, which he refers to as forms. So for instance, object may seem beautiful, but true beauty only exists on its perfect forms. So Plato argues that the real knowledge comes from reasoning instead of just sensory experience because the senses can be misleading. So maaaring magkamali ang ating yung senses tulad ng ating nakikita, naririnig, or nakahawakan. Yung konsepto na to is illustrated in the allegory of the cave.
So, to explain this better, Plato created a famous story called the allegory of the cave. So, imagine a group of people being changed inside a cave since birth. And they can only look at the wall in front of them. So, behind them is a fire, and between the fire and the prisoners are objects that cast shadows on the wall. So, the prisoner thinks that the shadows are real because that's all they've ever seen. But then one prisoner escapes and goes outside, and he discovered the real world, the real people, the real objects, the sun, and such like. So the story represents Plato's ideas of reality. So the cave represents the physical world. The shadows are what we see with our senses. The outside world, the world of forms. The sun, the truth or knowledge. So Plato is telling us that most people live in ignorance, believing in appearances instead of truth.
In this story, prisoners only see shadows and they believe those shadows are real. So yung nakalabas na prisoners is parang nare-represent na niya yung philosopher who discovered the truth and tries to enlighten others. This demonstrates Plato's belief that education leads to true understanding. So si Plato is naniniwala din siya sa dualism or yung the separation of body and soul. So the body seeks pleasures while the soul seeks truth and knowledge. So the soul being eternal allows human to think, feel, and desire. But reason must guide those aspects. So halimbawa is may dalawang boses sa iyong isip. So yung isa is sinasabing, maglaro ka na lang, huwag ka nang mag-aral. Ito yung pleasure o gusto ng katawan mo. Yung isa naman is mag-aral ka kasi may exam ka bukas. Ito yung isip or yung reason. So para kay Plato, dapat ang tamang desisyon ay manggagaling sa isip, hindi sa tukso ng emosyon. So in terms of society, Plato proposed a structured system in the republic. So he criticized democracy and oligarchy while supporting a society led by philosopher kings who possess wisdom and reason. So, he divided society into three classes: the producers, warriors, and the rulers. May mga kanya-kanya silang roles. So, the first one is the producers or the workers. Ito yung mga farmers or yung mga artisans. Basta ito yung mga producers. Producers responsible for economic production, driven by desire and appetite. So the next one is the warriors or the auxiliaries, responsible for defending the state, enforcing laws, and supporting the rulers, motivated by honor and courage. Ito yung mga soldiers or yung mga police, member of the Philippine Army or police officers protect citizens, maintain peace, and enforce laws. Last one naman is yung rulers. Ito yung mga guardians, the highest class consisting of the wisest philosopher kings who manage the state with knowledge, reason, and virtue. For example, yung mga government leaders or wise decision makers. Halimbawa, yung mga president, judge, or trusted leader who uses knowledge and wisdom to make fair decisions for the country represent this class. So yung filosofiya ni Plato ay nakatuon sa tatlong mahalagang idea. Una is yung reason, yung katwiran. Next, yung katotohanan. Tapos, last is yung mga higher reality or yung mas mataas na realidad. So yung reason is ito yung pinakamahalaga para sa Plato. Dahil naniniwala siya na hindi sapat ang paggamit lang ng ating sense o yung mga paningin, pandinig at iba pa. Madalas kasi ito nagkamali, umalig lang. Kaya para sa kanya, ang tunay na pag-unawa ay nanggagaling sa pag-iisip at malalim na pag-aanalisa. Pangalawa naman is yung truth o katotohanan. So ayon kay Plato, may mga bagay na nakikita natin sa mundo na hindi perfecto. Halimbawa, ang isang mesa ay maaaring masira o magbago, pero ang idea or yung perfect forms nito, konsepto ng mesa ay perfecto at hindi nagbabago. Ibig sabihin, ang tunay na katotohanan ay hindi nasa physical na bagay, kundi nasa isip o idea. Pangatlo naman is yung higher reality. Ito ay tinatawag ng world of forms, kung saan naroon ang mga perfectong anyo ng lahat ng bagay. Ang mundong pisikal ay parang kopya lang ng mas perfectong realidad na ito. So sinasabi ni Plato na para maunawan ang tunay na katotohanan, kailangan natin gamitin ang ating isip, hanapin ang mas mataas na realidad, hindi lang umasa sa nakikita sa paligid.
Plato's philosophy is important in social work because it teaches us not to rely on what we see, but to understand the deeper reality of person's situation. As social workers, we should not judge based on appearance. Instead, we need to look beyond the surface and identify the real causes of the problem. Halimbawa, if a family is experiencing poverty, it is not only about lack of money. There could be deeper reasons such as lack of education, limited opportunities, or weak support system. Hindi lahat ng situation ay perpekto, kaya mahalaga pa rin ang pagiging practical at realistic habang ginagamit ang kaniyang mga prinsipyo.